All right, here we're going to go through 4 examples of creating composite functions given f of x and g of x. So if we look at this first one, notice that g of x is inside the parentheses for f of x. So that means that they want us to take whatever g of x is and substitute it inside of the f of x function for x. So let's rewrite the f of x function. But now what we're going to do is we are going to take away the x, and instead of x, we're going to put x plus 5. We substituted g of x into f of x. And now we just simplify, so we're just going to distribute and combine like terms. So now we're going to do the same for the next one, but notice it's f of x that is inside of the g of x. So we're going to take whatever f of x is and we're going to substitute it into g of x for x. So here's g of x, so we take the x out, and instead of that we're going to put 3x plus 2. And the next step is just to simplify by combining like terms. Now let's move on to the next one. Now this one looks a little different. It looks like g of x is what is being substituted inside of g of x. So that means that everywhere there's an x, we're going to put whatever g of x is. So just like the last one, we write down g of x, and then instead of the x, we're going to put what g of x is. So we're going to put the x plus 5 wherever that x was. And then we're just going to simplify by combining like terms. So this is what g of x is. So now if we look at the next one, it's saying to substitute whatever g of x is, so that's that, into g of x. So let's start off with g of x. And now wherever there's an x, we're going to erase it and substitute in whatever g of x is, which we found out in the previous problem is x plus 10. And then the last step is just to combine like terms. So this would be x plus 15.